Nolan, do you play guitar?
No.
Welcome to the chat! This is episode 16!
Hi Trey, this is I was just calling you to inform you that we will be closing UOJ for the time being.
Okay, I'm actually gonna cut it there. I'm not gonna give any context.
Wait, so really that was a voicemail saying guys all got fired?
Not that we were all fired, it's just that we don't have work.
Was that when you guys worked at Jamba Juice?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that happened to you at Jamba Juice. You probably told me a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
I'm a bad friend.
You are a bad friend.
Would you have made Jamba Juice into a career if you could have?
I was on track.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have.
You think you would have been comfortable making like some kind of a fast food or service industry career?
Absolutely not.
Like a lifetime thing? No? You don't think so?
No.
But Jamba Juice you would, you're saying?
No, I would have worked there a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
If like COVID didn't happen, I probably would have worked there maybe a couple more years.
You think you still would have lived in Oregon if COVID didn't happen?
That's tough to say. That's really tough to say because I didn't really make any friends.
Yeah.
It's very hard to make friends when you move to a new place.
For context, back in 17 or 18?
19.
2019, Trey moved to Oregon for a little while there to kind of... Well, actually, I don't know. Why did you move to Oregon? What was the reasoning?
I've always wanted to live in Oregon.
Just wanted to live there? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon's nice. I really like it up there. I know you hate Bend, but I like Bend.
I hate Bend.
Yeah. Bend is nice.
If you live in Bend and you're listening to this, I don't like you.
Just don't like them in general.
Your city is the most poorly designed city I've ever seen.
It's poorly designed, but it's very pretty.
It's pretty.
I like the
because
river.
you're in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon's a pretty state.
So you think that's just... It's not so much Bend's doing, it's just Oregon's doing.
It's just Oregon.
I will say, I really like... Bend has a very nice little downtown district that you can walk around with all kinds of bookstores.
What's wrong with our downtown district?
Well, I can't get into it too much, but our downtown district is mostly antique shops. And I really like antique shops, don't get me wrong, but it'd be nice if they had like a more modern bookstore. Like, they had one there... it was called the something unicorn. I don't know. Every time I would go in there, I was staying up there for like a week, and every time I would go there, they had something I liked. That's where I found all the Blame manga. Like, have you ever read those? You ever read Blame?
What is Blame?
Oh, Blame is one of my favorite manga. So Blame is a dystopian manga that takes place in a future that's like tens of thousands of years in the future, where at some point humanity built these machines that just started building structures, right? And they were supposed to create buildings, they were supposed to create like infrastructure and everything for humanity to live in, right? But a virus was uploaded to them, and so they just started building and were unable to stop. So this takes place in the future where the entirety of like the Milky Way galaxy is one giant megastructure. Like, you cannot, there's no outside. You are always inside of a building, essentially. And it's all just connected and weird and discordant. Like, you'll have stairs that lead to nowhere, or like doorways that are just like up on a wall that don't do anything because these things just started building without like infrastructure. And it's about, the main character is named Keely, and he is looking for what's called a net terminal gene, which is essentially a person that has a specific gene that can access the mainframe, which could theoretically control these builders once again and get them to stop building or undo what they've done and return the world to some kind of normalcy.
How does it end?
Spoilers for Blame really quick. He does eventually find someone with the net terminal gene, but it's left on a note where theoretically he could save the world, but he needs to protect them. So he's just running off with this person who we don't get to know the identity of, that he raises from like an infant and is still protecting and trying to get them to some place where they could fix things potentially. It's really cool though.
What's to stop him from using this power for evil?
Nothing, I guess. Keely is like a weird protagonist because he's not necessarily... Okay, back to non-spoilers. He's not necessarily like a good guy per se. He's weird. He has a sense that he needs to do this, but he's so old, he does not remember why he's doing it in the first place. He's implied to be like thousands and thousands of years old, and he's kept alive by like essentially just being like cybernetically enhanced. Like everyone in the world is, there's not really humans at this point. You're like either an augmented person, which everything's so spread out and different at this point that like people are weird. They're either like super super tall, or they're like little like short people, or
Gnomes?
Yeah, almost. And some of them are, they have what's called like silicone based life, which are like pretty much they just want to kill people essentially. They're just like a different life form, I guess. It's so cool. It's got this sense of scale that I haven't seen in like a comic book ever.
Side tangent. Well, original tangent. This was the side tangent.
Sure.
Have you seen the Winchester house? Do you know what that is?
I do, but I've never been there. I want to go really bad.
It's pretty cool.
Have you been there in person?
Yeah.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was that like, dude?
I don't really remember it, but it was, it's exactly what those builders were making, like just like staircases with like, and like doors that just lead to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a weird place.
I've seen so many videos and documentaries about it. I don't think I understand why she did it still. I know the story is she did it to confuse spirits or whatever, but from what I also understand, that's not really it. Like, she was also kind of just like a weird eccentric lady, and she might have done it for some other reason. Like, as far as I understand, she never actually wrote that she did it to confuse ghosts. That was just a thing that was extrapolated by the people that now own it to sell tickets. I don't know how true any of that is, but it's a weird house. I guess it's just what happens when you have a lot of money and you just make a weird house. You just keep building onto it.
And you could get away with it.
I can't imagine what like the zoning laws would be like these days, especially since she's in California. Like, can you imagine trying to build that these days? Who even knows? Who even knows if they would?
There's a loophole.
I'm sure there's a loophole.
There's got to be a loophole.
Yeah. Dude, would you live in California, Trey? Like, if you had like enough money to afford like a big house, would you live in California?
No.
No. Would you live in, if you inherited, let's say your great-grandpappy dies and he owned the Winchester Mystery Mansion and he gives it to you, would you live in the Winchester Mystery Mansion since it's now yours?
You ever seen Gravity Falls?
Yes.
You know, the Mystery Shack?
Yeah.
That would be me.
You would just become like Grunkle Stan?
Yeah, I'd be Grunkle Stan.
But so you would then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't get that freaked out by ghosts, really. I'm kind of okay with just walking through like dark, empty places at this point without getting like freaked out.
The GB-heebies?
I don't get the GB-heebies anymore. Do you? Because I know you believe in ghosts. And
I do not believe in ghosts.
You don't believe in ghosts?
I believe in, I'm back and forth.
You don't deny it, I guess. But like, yeah, I guess that's
who
not
am I
exactly
to deny
a fair
ghosts?
definition. Yeah, fair enough.
Like, who am I to say he's not real?
Yeah. Would you walk through the Winchester Mystery Mansion alone?
I would, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Try that? Would you try walking through Alcatraz alone?
Yeah.
What about the Stanley Hotel?
I don't know what that is.
That's the hotel that I believe is in Colorado that The Shining is based on. It's supposed to be very haunted as well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
Kill me?
Nobody's been killed by a ghost as far as I know. If anybody has an example of someone being killed by a ghost, please let me know, because, like, I've never heard of it.
If you've personally been killed by a ghost, feel free to leave a comment down below.
If you've killed a ghost, let us know as well. If you've seen a ghost and have weird footage, please send it to us, because I like weird ghost footage. I think it's interesting. Like, I used to live next to Jerome, Arizona, which is supposed to be super duper haunted, and I like never went there. But my sister's got all kinds of weird stories about going there and seeing things and whatnot, because they have like weird hotels there. You ever heard of Jerome, Arizona?
I've been.
Yeah. It's kind of cool to drive through. It's a weird like cliffside.
Yeah, I do think like the location is a bit strange.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it?
It's, I don't know. It's one of those places where someone was like, meh, right here's good.
This sounds good enough. It's like a 90-degree incline on the side of this hill. I don't know. I don't want to live on the side of a cliff like that, I don't think. It would kind of freak me out. I think that,
Ghosts don't scare you, but living on the side of a cliff is what gets you.
Landslides absolutely scare me. I mean, have you seen a series of unfortunate events?
Yeah.
Remember how the ant built her house, like, hanging off a cliff?
Yeah.
I always thought about that. That always scared me as a child. The idea of, like, a house just falling off of a cliff because of that movie specifically. Do you think you would get your foreskin reconstructed?
You know, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Yeah?
Like, would I?
Would you?
Maybe.
What if it was like $10,000 and they'll reconstruct it?
I just don't think it's worth it.
No. But you've never known what it's like to have a foreskin, right?
No. Have you?
No. I don't know what it's like. Maybe it's worth it. Who knows?
No one knows what it's like. Yeah.
To have a foreskin.
Is that a thing?
What?
Like foreskin reconstruction surgery?
I believe so. I'm sure someone will do it for you.
Let's look this up.
Who knows how much you could actually feel of it. Also, you'd have to get somebody else's foreskin. Which, I don't know many people that are getting circumcised this late in life. Unless that's a common thing. Do you think dudes get circumcised this late in life?
Yeah.
Huh. Like for religious reasons or
No.
just out of like health issues?
Yeah, some people just choose to.
It's interesting, isn't it? Probably getting it reconstructed, they'd have to use skin from like somewhere else. Like maybe they could use like leg skin or something.
Foreskin restoration is a process that reverses circumcision.
Wow.
You won't get your old foreskin back, but you can stretch over time to create a new foreskin, or surgically attach skin from another area of the body.
I was right. Probably like the buttocks.
Risks depend on the approach, but may include dissatisfaction with how your new foreskin looks.
My new foreskin's fucked up. It's got hair.
Have you ever asked your parents why you're circumcised?
I've never had the courage to ask my parents about anything related to my genitals.
Oh.
Have you asked your parents?
I asked my mom.
Why'd she circumcise you?
So there was a big, and I'm pretty sure it's been deemed a misconception now, but there was a big thought back in the day that people who have foreskin are dirtier.
Because people that have foreskin, some people don't wash their foreskin.
Right. So she just was like, it's easier.
You know what? I'll bet that's honestly what my parents were thinking, because we were like Christian, but like it was not like a necessity of Christianity. So I wonder if they were just like, he doesn't got to deal with smegma. I'm cut. Let's cut him. You know? That's probably what happened.
Generational trauma.
I was like 7 when they did it, so like maybe.
You were 7?
No.
Bro!
How old were you when your parents finally caught you and cut your foreskin off? Huh?
You'll never catch me alive!
Never catch me! They keep trying elaborate setups to catch me in boxes and big glue traps so they can cut my foreskin off.
They had a box, a stick, a rope, and a piece of cheese.
It's like, what is this little
That's what
morsel?
finally got me.
I waggled my fingers, and then before I knew it, I was under the knife. Foreskin's gone.
Yeah, no anesthesia.
No, they don't. Back in the day, they didn't have anesthesia. There's some Jesus movie where they show baby Jesus is born, and they like cut off his foreskin with like a big old knife, and then the dude has to suck the blood out of his penis. Imagine being the guy that got to suck the blood out of Jesus' penis. You'd probably be immortal, right? Like consuming like Jesus' actual blood. Probably became a Nephilim.
Something seems so wrong about that.
That's like that's what they do. Jewish priests, even up until like modern day, they will sometimes suck the blood out of it. You have such a puzzled look on your face.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me.
This is real. This is a real thing. I promise you, this is a real thing.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me.
No, I'm not. I swear to God. I swear
Jarvis,
to God.
fact check him.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Where are the Instagram Africa fact checkers when I need that?
You're gonna tell me that this is in fact correct, and then you'll feel so bad.
Do you remember a few years ago when like Instagram was just like raising hell with like every post that was ever posted, and it would get Africa checked?
Yeah.
And it was like, this post is fake. And it's like, obviously it's fake, dude. It's a meme.
It's like Donald Trump circumcises 20 children in one night. It's like, see, my fact checkers say this is false.
Yeah, it's like Africa
false.
check.
Yeah. They got him for real. Trey, do you think you could land a plane?
What kind of plane?
I don't know, which one?
What's the context of this? I feel like you're not presenting enough context for the listener.
Okay, so let's suppose, Trey, that you are on like a standard flight. You know,
Boeing
like,
747.
Yes, the one that has like, you know, I think that's like 6 seats, like 3 on each side, you know? Like that size of plane. I think it's a Boeing, whatever.
I don't think that might be a 747. I don't remember the seat structure.
Anyways, captain's dead, co-pilot's dead, you know...
How did they die?
I don't know. They died of, like, they ate a bad shrimp or something. So they ate a bad shrimp and they're dead, and you gotta land the plane, because you're the only one in the cockpit, and, like, the door is locked. It's just you. You've got the radio tower talking to you.
It was like bring your kid to work day.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm there.
They brought you up into the cockpit, and, because they thought you were cute, and then they both died of eating a bad shrimp.
Hold on, because they thought I was cute.
Yeah, they thought you were cute.
So, like, you know those side tangent here, you know those stories where bands will, like, call someone, like, behind stage because, like, that person's cute.
Bring him.
They're
I
like,
him.
bring that one.
Yeah, the captain came out and he pointed and he went, that one! Bring him! And then you went up to the thing and he showed you all the buttons and, you know, all that stuff happened.
And what if he didn't show me the buttons?
He showed you a button.
the big do not press.
Yeah. But he told you to press it, and then they died. And so you're coming into the runway, right? You can see the runway. You have to land this plane. Do you think you could land that plane?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Do you know why do you think that?
Because flying planes is a lot... Okay. So you know how in, like, a car... There's like a ton of buttons, right? Like most modern cars. Your car probably doesn't. Yeah, maybe your car does.
It's got a decent amount of buttons.
There's a few buttons in there, you know? Like,
yeah.
Are all of them important to driving?
No.
You ever seen what the cockpit of a plane looks like?
Yeah. It's a shit
all of
show.
those buttons, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of those buttons do you think are actually for flying the plane?
I bet the joystick... There's probably like a brake. There's probably a gas pedal, right? Do you think there's a pedal?
No.
No? You think it's just pushing in and out that makes it go faster and slower?
No.
It's the throttle?
There's
the
like
little
throttles.
handle?
Yeah, like little handles.
How do you think you stop though? Like how do you think you decrease... Like what do you think the brake is once you're on the ground? Because they got to put brakes on once they're on the wheels, you know?
Best part? Mm-hmm. I don't know how to pull out the landing gear.
That's true.
I won't need brakes. Like, those engines could still be running.
It will be a rough landing, is what you're saying. It's going to be a bumpy landing.
I never said that, like, nobody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's getting hurt. Like, I will go over the intercom and be like, hey, buckle up. Mm-hmm. Like, we are in for one. Like, I would maybe do a couple loops, give the cocktail waitresses enough time to serve some booze.
Just pretend everything's cool.
Yeah.
Like, smoke them if you got them, people. Like,
yeah, and let's just say, like, even hypothetically that I can't get a hold of the tower. Because the tower could easily walk someone through, like, how to land a plane.
I suppose they could.
So, like, let's say I can't even get through to them. Mm-hmm. I'm landing that plane, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, it's going down one way or another.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't fly forever.
Oh, no.
No. Let's say there's 100 people on there. What percentage of people do you think survive this?
100.
You think 100% survive?
Everyone's surviving.
Nice. What's your plan? Are you gonna, like, kind of, like, come in, like, as level as possible and try to like angle it up, or are you just gonna like nosedive?
I would do a couple loops, lose some speed,
Right.
start going in, kind of at like a nice little angle of approach, you know?
Right.
But keep in mind, I don't know how to like pull out the landing gear. So I need it to kind of be level.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get as level as I can. At like a so slight of an angle. And just crash it down.
Get it? Yeah. I wonder how well those hold together when it comes to sliding. They must hold together pretty well, because it must be anticipating a crash like that to some extent, right? Maybe.
Do you think you're landing that plane?
Oh, you want to know that there's a 0% chance that anybody lives on that plane. I don't think I would
Really?
I think, okay, best case scenario, I think I could maybe... I think that maybe 50, it's a 50-50 shot. And 50%, and even if I don't kill everybody, only 50% of the people are gonna live.
Why?
I don't think I could fly a plane. I just don't think I could with that experience. I've seen it in movies, but I don't think that equates to real knowledge. I think those people would be dead. But that's just me.
It's not hard to fly a plane.
You sound confident. You're doing little victory laps and you're giving people time to smoke and drink. I'd rather be on your plane if it's crashing, honestly.
For sure.
If we were both on that plane, I would be trying to find the landing gear, and I'd just let you do your thing, honestly.
I would take over, for sure.
You're would you put on the little captain's hat?
I would.
Yeah.
I would probably ask you to play some music.
I could play some music.
It would be either I Will Survive or Staying Alive.
Do you think they have an aux cord on planes?
No.
You don't think so?
But if you were on board with me, I would have you take the intercom speaker and just hold the phone up to it.
Staying alive, staying alive. People are just screaming, freaking out in the back. We're just yeah, pretend you can't hear the screams, man. Well, that's a great hypothetical, Trey. Here's another one for you, though. Do you think you could fight off a grizzly bear?
No.
No?
No weapons, huh?
I'm gonna say no weapons.
No weapons.
What if it was declawed and detoothed? Now keep in mind, you have your claws and your teeth.
I do have my claws. I did pick the Khajiit class.
You did pick the Khajiit class.
No, probably not.
Do you think anyone's ever punched a bear to death? Fist fought a bear and won?
Imagine the stories the other bears would tell.
I would not.
I watched Uncle Tom get mauled by a human.
Yeah, that little cabin up the way, the little dinky guy who's got glasses. Yeah, he fucking killed Uncle Tom. Just punched the shit out of him until he was dead. And he ate him, I think. I think he made stew out of him. We don't go around there anymore. Yeah, I don't think I could fight a bear off.
You don't think so?
Do you think you and me could fight a grizzly bear off?
No.
How many? Okay, let's suppose we have you, me, Marlon, James, and Joe. Do you think the 5 of us could fight a grizzly bear off?
No weapons still.
No weapons.
James knows Hapkido.
James knows Hapkido. Marlon throws packages for a living.
Nope, we're dead.
You think? I think so. I think so. How many people do you think it would take to fight a grizzly bear off? 20?
16.
You think 16? It's a very specific number. How'd you arrive at that equation?
Because my coworkers have a debate, who would win in a fight. 16-year-olds with aluminum baseball bats or one silverback gorilla.
Oh yeah, you brought this up. I feel like the 16-year-olds might stand a fair chance.
They got aluminum baseball bats.
I don't think they're gonna hurt a gorilla that much. Those things are rock hard.
I mean, I'm rock hard.
I'm rock hard. I'm bricked up. I'm gonna fight that gorilla. Then I'm gonna fuck it. No. Do you think that I feel like it's a pretty even split, honestly. Because a gorilla's just got to get a hold of one of them, or like get a hold of one of those bats. Like a gorilla knows how a bat works.
Does a gorilla know how a bat works?
Yeah, they use sticks and shit all the time. Like if a gorilla...
Do gorillas use sticks and shit all the time?
Gorillas have used sticks, I'm almost positive. Like if a gorilla...
I've heard of other monkeys using tools.
Chimpanzees and like baboons, but like I'm sure a gorilla...
But gorilla big. No need stick.
Gorilla just has to Donkey Kong punch you once in the head and you're dead. Like if a gorilla... do you think you could survive one punch to the chest from a gorilla? Like full force gorilla punches you in the chest.
Is he winding up his punches?
He does wind up his punch like Donkey Kong. I was like,
I am dead.
I think even if he didn't wind it up, I think if a gorilla punched you in the chest, it would like cave your chest in. I think you'd be dead.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I think a gorilla is smart enough though. I'm gonna give gorillas credit. I think if a gorilla got a hold of one of those bats and it started swinging, people be done. I think those 16-year-olds would die. All right, now here's another one for you. How many Hitler clones do you think you could fight off at a time?
Do I have weapons?
You don't. We're gonna say you have a katana. You got the sword.
3.
Kill Bill sword. You think you could kill 3 Hitlers? I think you could. I think I could kill like 5 or 6 Hitlers if I had a sword and they didn't have anything.
Oh, you didn't say they didn't have
They're
anything.
unarmed. They're just going after you with their, bare...
Am I fighting all these Hitlers at once?
Yeah. It's how many do you think you could fight at one time and survive?
Can I train them like zombies?
Yeah, you can train them like zombies.
Like I just keep like running around like a block wall.
Yeah, running around Kino der Toten and there's like 50 Hitlers.
I could probably do like 13.
Yeah. 13's not a bad number.
It's an endurance race.
It is. It's how many... You gotta keep in mind, he's just like a weird little dude with like health problems and like...
How many
legs.
Napoleons do you think you could take?
Okay, first thing about Napoleon, it's a misconception that he was short. That was mostly propaganda. I'm pretty sure he was like a very average height dude. So like, I don't know. See, like, does he have weapons?
No.
He doesn't have any weapons?
No, same thing as Hitler.
I think I'd do better against Hitler than I would Napoleon, because Napoleon was like a fighter, I think I could probably kill 4 or 5 Napoleons before they like tackle me and beat me to death.
I'm gonna say 13 Hitlers.
You think 13 Hitlers? Well, how many Napoleons though?
Oh, sorry, 13 Napoleons.
13 Napoleons. All right.
Yeah, I got him in the bag.
All right. Well, who would win then if you had to fight a clone of yourself, Trey? He's like you but evil. Do you think you could beat your evil self?
We would be friends.
Scott Pilgrim style.
Scott
you think
Pilgrim
so?
style, yeah.
What would the evil Trey be like? Like, what would the opposite of you be like? What are you? Can you define yourself, Trey?
What if the opposite, like what if I had to fight a clone that was the exact opposite of me, and like he's just like a really great guy?
Well, we would all look at you.
Like, what does that say about me?
Very differently afterwards. We'd be like, what the fuck is Trey harboring within his soul that we don't know about?
Like this dude like donates 100% of his paycheck to like save orphans and puppies.
Yeah,
like,
no. If this dude was anything less than a serial killer, I would be very worried about you. Like, what the hell is Trey dealing with inside? I don't know. What would opposite Trey be? Opposite Trey would be like,
instead of khakis and a black shirt, he would wear a tan shirt and black shorts.
Like black, like skinny jeans. He'd be like you, but I think opposite of Trey would be like a white picket fence dude with like a vest and like he's like, oh, hello, how are you?
I am here to pick up your daughter.
Very good to see you. I'm punctual as always. I'm 5 minutes early, in fact. I can wait outside if you would like. That's what opposite Trey would be like.
Opposite Trey pays his taxes.
What would opposite? Yeah, you wouldn't evade the FBI. What would opposite Nolan be like?
A pretty nice guy.
Think so?
Yeah.
He'd just be like, maybe like not as neurotic, maybe.
I just imagine he would get a lot of work done.
Probably. He probably wouldn't have that like homeschool anxiety.
No.
He'd be like on top of everything and not be worried about anything at all. I bet he
Not a
couldn't.
care in the world.
Bet he couldn't fight though. I could fight. I could kill him. I'd hold him down underwater.
How many clones of James do you think you could take?
Oh, is this like evil James or just regular James?
Regular James, but he's out to kill you.
Can I have like a gun?
No, you get a katana.
I get a katana?
1. The Jameses do know how to wield the katana.
They still know like Hapkido though, right?
Yeah, all of them.
Fuck. Do they have katanas?
No.
They just know how to wield them.
Yeah. Don't let them take your katana.
I could probably fight like maybe like 2 or 3 Jameses, I think. I think that's all I'd get. All it takes is one kick to like my back and I'd be paralyzed.
I think I could take like 20 to 30.
You think 20 to 30 Jameses?
Absolutely.
How are you a black belt or something? Is there something about you I don't know, Trey?
No.
Trey, have you ever like been in a fight?
Yes.
Wait, when?
Remember that time you were blackout drunk?
You got in a fight with me?
Yeah. And I won?
You could go with if you want. You could meet Augie.
No, I'm good. I don't like Augie.
You're never
After
even met him.
the war.
He's too strong. I don't think I think I could beat up like half of an Augie. I think I would get like beat up like half an Augie and then I would succumb. I don't think I would
What?
I would suck cum from Augie, you say? I think that honestly, like, where do you think you are on the totem pole of our friends, like in terms of like fighting ability? Because I feel like
Who do you consider our friends?
our friends, I'm gonna say, so there's you and me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say James and Marlon.
Okay.
Would you consider Marlon a friend?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
We know each other.
Joe.
Wait, what? That's 5?
Yeah.
I'm second place.
You think second place?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, under James or what?
Under Marlon.
You think Marlon has the best fighting ability?
Absolutely.
Why is that, Trey?
Something's wrong with him.
You think he could snap at any moment?
Yeah.
He paints anime figurines. I mean, he could snap at any moment now.
Where do you find yourself on the scale?
On a scale of like fight ability,
Out of all 5 of us.
I've never even been in a fight. Is the thing.
That's why I put you pretty low.
Where did you put me? Like 4?
Like
5?
I put you at like 5.
Oh my god.
5 or 4.
God damn. Okay, what was the hierarchy then? So it was Marlon, you.
Marlon, me, James, Joe, you.
I wonder.
Like there is no way. Like even if Joe and James throw hands, dude. Like I at least have you beat.
I think I could beat Joe.
You think you got Joe?
I think I could beat Joe. I'm fast is the thing. I feel like I could beat Joe.
My problem is like.
No, maybe not.
He's like, I don't know, maybe he's harboring some inner demons.
What, Joe?
Yeah.
Joe would do some like white tiger transformation or something and we'd all be screwed. No, honestly, I think I'd probably put me at like a 5 also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many Kelsons do you think you could take?
Oh, man, I could probably, like with the katana still?
Yeah.
I could probably fight off like 15 Kelsons, I think.
But...
No offense, Kelson.
Are you ready for the catch?
Yeah.
But they're all just Kelson.
I mean, yeah, I was assuming they were just Kelson.
Yeah, and like when you're about to kill one, like they beg you to stop.
I wouldn't kill any of them.
And they will literally they're trying to kill you.
But they just make me feel really shitty.
They make you feel really bad when you're like about to kill them. They'll be like, "Oh, Nolan, remember when we were kids and we do this?
Remember when you jumped on my soft spot? Oh, please." I would feel so bad, but also I would know that the real Kelson is somewhere else, and these are like evil Kelsons. I think I could get over it. After like the second one, I think I could get over it.
You just quit listening to them?
I just stopped listening. I'd be like, "I'm not Kelson! I don't know you!" Yeah. How many of yourselves do you think you could kill with a katana? Did I ask this already?
Kinda.
Yeah. How many of yourselves do you think you could kill?
20.
20? I could kill like 50 of myself. That's how weak I am. That's how strong I am. You know what I mean? If you kill like 1,000 of yourself, are you weak or strong, Trey?
Yes.
I don't know if I have any more hypotheticals. Oh yeah, you wrote this at one point. What fast food mascot would you kill on sight / take to Waffle House?
Ooh. Oh, the Colonel?
The Colonel? You would take him to kill him at Waffle House or to fight him?
Yeah, probably.
You were kind of vague on what you meant by like Waffle House at first, because you just said bring them to Waffle House. Does that just mean fight them, or does that mean like kill them?
Like you're out for blood. It's Waffle House, dude.
Like curb stomping the Colonel?
Yeah. Fast food mascots.
Does the Jolly Green Giant count?
No, he's not fast food.
Something about him, he pisses me off, you know?
I don't think he would stand a chance.
I would fight. Yeah, the Jolly Green Giant's like 16 feet tall. I wouldn't stand a chance. I would fight the little Cinnamon Toast Crunch guys.
Really? How many of those guys do you think you got?
I bet I could fight off like 100 of them before they swarm me like ants and there's like a perfect human skeleton left behind.
How tall is the Green Giant mascot?
I'm gonna assume he's 28 feet tall.
55.5 feet tall.
Who would win, him or...
His 6 foot long feet fill size 78 shoes.
Do you think that... Okay, well, this isn't a fair question. I was gonna say, do you think he would beat Godzilla in a fight?
Now, how tall do you think Paul Bunyan is?
Paul Bunyan?
Yeah.
Paul Bunyan's gotta be like 100 feet? 200 feet? Is there a cannon size for Paul Bunyan?
7 feet.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why is he only 7 feet tall? This dude like shaped the Alaskan wilderness.
That's just what it said.
I don't believe that. He was 50. How tall was Godzilla? Godzilla's size 1954. Godzilla was 164 feet tall. He would destroy the Jolly Green Giant. Jolly Green Giant would get eaten like a green bean, I think. But if Paul Bunyan's really only 7 feet tall, Jolly Green Giant would smash him. I don't believe that, though.
Paul Bunyan is reported as 7 feet and many tails.
He doesn't have... What? That's so small.
Why does that not make sense?
No, he's supposed to be like a kaiju. He's supposed
Paul
to be
Bunyan
like
is
big.
approximately 18 feet. Okay,
What? That
one
sucks ass.
Why is he so small?
I always thought Paul Bunyan was like 300 or 400 feet tall. Like he kicks ass. He's like this big dude that like shapes mountains and just like does cool shit.
Okay. Let's say, because, hold on, I found something, and this is definitely a video I'm probably going to watch later, but it says, Paul Bunyan, America's Forgotten Kaiju.
I think I may have seen that video a long time ago.
Do we consider Paul Bunyan a kaiju?
Well, I mean, what are the requirements for kaiju?
To be a massive being.
Then yeah, that's him. I mean, it could be if Jet Jaguar is a kaiju, and if Ultraman is a kaiju, then I would say Paul Bunyan's a kaiju.
Okay. So, like, let's say Paul Bunyan is about the same height as the Green Giant.
Like 50-something feet tall.
Yeah. Who's got it in the bag?
Paul Bunyan, he's got an axe,
Paul Bunyan. No axe. Hand to hand.
Oh, still Paul Bunyan.
Mano.
Green Giant's like this little like vegan twink. Paul Bunyan, he shapes mountains. He's got an ox that he fights for fun. Like Paul Bunyan would kick ass.
I imagine his hands are like rough.
Yeah. He'd look at the Green Giant, he'd be like, "You got soft hands, boy," and they'd make out for a bit, and then eventually he'd kill him.
I imagine Paul Bunyan to be like. You ever seen Logan, the Wolverine movie?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just imagine him to kind of like be like badass
like
old man,
Logan.
like kind of like a badass. Like you can tell he's been through some things.
Goddamn, I feel like I can't say it on here because I think that maybe James or some of the other people listen to it, but I'm bringing Paul Bunyan into the D&D campaign.
That would be cool.
I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet, but I'm bringing him in because I think it would be so cool to have
Make
Paul
him
Bunyan.
a kaiju.
He's going to be a kaiju. He's going to do something incredible. I don't know what yet, though. I'm going to do the False Hydra also.
You know what you should add to your campaign?
What?
A Wendigo. Or like a Skinwalker.
I have thought
Or are they the
about
same
those.
thing? They're the same thing.
No, they're different.
They're different?
They're different.
You should add a skinwalker.
I would like to do a skinwalker.
And I think what you should do is just one game. You kind of just tell one of your players, like, you're not a part of this game. You are still playing your character, and you need to act like you're your character, but you are not your character.
Oh, that would be fun.
They know that something happened to them, but like they can't say it. But like they are still role playing as themselves.
I like that idea a lot.
And like they're sitting there like acting a fool, and eventually you kind of say like, oh, there's some inconsistencies, or like if they go into like a cave or something and like someone rolls perception, you'll just be like, you know, something's really weird about James. Like, you know, something's weird about James. And like that's the only context you give.
Oh, I need to write that down somewhere. That's totally a great idea.
Why don't you add Mothman?
I have thought about Mothman. There's actually a creature in one of the... I can't remember what expansion it is. My buddy Steve showed it to me. We should get Steve on here. He'd be great on here. But there is like a Mothman type race that's specifically made to be like a Mothman stand-in. And I was going to have them encounter something like that if they choose to go that way, because they're actually really close to West Virginia right now.
West Virginia!
Because this whole campaign that I've made up for the listeners is based on 1970s America, but if like there was magic involved.
The Gathering.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Magic the Gathering. So the whole crux of it is during the Revolutionary War, George Washington found a wizard staff that opened up the world to magic, and he became like the immortal president, ruler of the United States. And things kind of went along the same route, but now there's like elves and, you know, all that weird stuff. I pull from all kinds of places. But yeah, cryptids are a big part of it. They are a big part of the lore. So I will include stuff like that. I would like them to meet Mothman, but it's also like dependent on where they choose to go next. You know what I mean?
You should shoot one of your best characters in the foot.
Kill them.
Just like assassinate them.
I've thought about that. One of them almost died because he stood in the way of a fireball, or he passed out. He like fell unconscious in the way of where some dude was firing like a fire beam. And it just like roasted his body and killed him. It was like, oh no. Yeah, so that sucked. I have one more hypothetical for you, Trey. This is a big one, okay?
Okay.
If someone offered to pay you $7 million for a core memory of yours, which you will never be able to remember again, would you take it?
Yeah.
Now, they give you $7 million, and they're like, you don't remember your happiest moment with your mother. That's gone.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't remember getting Ozzie.
That's fine. He's still here. He'd still be here.
Do you have any core memories that like you would hate to lose? Like,
the first time I played Fallout New Vegas.
now what if you lost that?
That's fine.
That's
I
fine.
can just play it again.
You'd be rich. You'd make so much money off of this deal. They'd be like the first time you met Max, and you'd be like, that's fine. Like nothing. You'd be like a billionaire.
See, but the issue with that. So so picture this.
Let's say
They get rid of the first time I met Max.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still with Max.
Yeah.
Max could just explain to me how we met, and I would just be like, oh, yeah, all right.
Do you think Max would be okay with you doing it?
Probably, yeah.
You think so? $7 million?
Maybe.
Do you think she would do it? Like, first time she met Trey, like, gone, $7 million.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you think I would do it?
First time you met me?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think I would?
Yeah, I think you would. I think if somebody, like, offered you $10 million to shoot me in the kidney, I think you would do it.
But not lose the memory?
You would definitely have the memory of shooting me in the kidney.
So no, I'm saying you think I would shoot you in the kidney for $10 million, but not lose a core memory?
No, you would definitely. Yeah, you would definitely do that.
How much is a kidney?
A couple bucks.
They're not that much.
Yeah.
I would get you a new kidney. I'd get you a bionic kidney.
That would be cool.
It would be a really good kidney.
That'd be cool.
Actually, it's a little harder than that because you got to be on like a waiting list and stuff.
Well, you have money now.
It's like a whole ordeal.
You have money now, though.
Yeah.
Who needs a waiting list?
Who's to say I'll even give you the money for the kidney? I'll just take the 10 million and like zip.
Look, okay, so
I wouldn't do that. I'd feel so.
I want you to know
Yeah.
that like that if someone offered me $10 million to like beat the shit out of you, I would totally do it.
Like for you to beat the shit out of me?
Yeah.
Do you think you could beat the shit out of me?
Yeah.
Do you think you would beat me in a fight?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. No, I actually don't know. I felt pretty confident about my ability, but like now I don't know if I would beat you in a fight
I
or
would
not.
beat the shit out of you.
You've never actually been in a fight though, have you?
I have.
When?
Forever ago.
What, like in high school?
Yeah.
You were in a fight in high school?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Good.
You won?
There's no winners in fights.
I mean, yeah.
Everyone's a loser.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Get all like.
How many Gandhis do you think you could beat up?
Like old Gandhi or like prime Gandhi?
We will call him Omega Prime Gandhi.
It's like a. It's like
this was before he quit eating.
He's reached enlightenment. This is when he was just like at normal health.
Yeah.
I think I could beat up like 17 Gandhis. He seemed frail by all accounts. I'd feel
say.
really bad about it, but I could do it. Where's the real Gandhi? Is he witnessing this? Because
Yeah.
he'd be very ashamed of me.
How many Mother Teresas do you think you could take?
Oh, Mother Teresa wouldn't stand a chance, dude.
Dude, but she's begging you to stop.
I don't want to beat her up if she's begging me to stop. If I like stop, is she gonna like shiv me or something?
No,
Because if she's gonna keep...
she's wasn't she like a holy woman?
Yeah, but if she's gonna keep beating me up...
No,
after
she
begging me
wouldn't touch you.
Oh, she's peaceful?
Yeah.
Why would I beat up Mother Teresa if she's
You have
peaceful?
to.
Why?
Like that's the catch. Like
Is it really her?
They're like
though?
we have Brenda, and we'll kill her if you don't beat up as many Mother Teresas as you can.
Okay, important point. Do I have to like actually kill her, or do I just have to knock her out?
Obliterate her, kill her.
She has to be dead.
She has to be dead
With my bare hands.
bare hands. She is begging you not to.
What do I get if I win? Like,
Brenda gets to live.
oh. Yeah, Mother Teresa had her time. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Good riddance.
Would you?
Oh.
Would you beat up Gandhi?
I would absolutely obliterate Gandhi, bro.
Jesus Christ. What about Mother Teresa?
You ever seen like football tackle videos where like somebody like tackles someone really hard?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's gonna be me at Gandhi.
You're just gonna tackle Gandhi at high speed. You would crumble. You would turn into like Pez dust. Ugh. Terrible. Well, should we end it?
Yeah.
Okay, we should end it on that good note. Thank you for watching, I guess. I'm Nolan. What are you doing? Don't touch that. Audio is gonna be so fucked. Look at what you've done to it. God damn it. That was Trey.
Remember, wear headphones.
God, goodbye.